All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Speedgaming Live 2023 Super Metroid 100% tournament. That is a mouthful. I am Dark Zoa, and I am joined here by Incomplete Perfectionist. Incomplete Perfectionist, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So we've got one hell of a match for you here tonight, or to the morning, depending on where you're at.
Yeah,
So
time
this
zones.
is a yeah, this is a round two match between Behemoth87, that's our seed number 3, and BrJoker, our seed number 14 of the tournament. So should be a pretty good match. Speaking of time
Yeah.
zones, Behemoth87 in the UK and BrJoker in Brazil and myself in Korea and Incomplete Perfectionist on the West Coast. We are all over the place. So
We got
huge
global
thanks to every,
coverage. Yeah.
yeah.
Global
Huge thanks to
reach.
everybody for bringing this all together. But it looks like we're getting started up now.
Here we go. Our
Here we
our
go.
favorite part of the game series, the most exciting, thrilling thrill ride where we get to walk through empty hallways and desperately try not to bonk doors. It's quite a thrill ride.
Absolutely. So a little bit of background. Behemoth, as most of you will know, is just a fantastic runner. He's been world record holder on many different categories.
Yeah.
Recently, during the tournament, grabbed world record, tied world record, that is, for all of like less than 24 hours, and then it was taken back so as any. So amazing runner here.
Shows you how
His
competitive a category too. World record for
Absolutely,
5 minutes. Nope, give it back.
yeah. And then so his qualifier average was a 113.37. So about like about a minute off of world record. This
Yeah,
really just solid all over the place.
yeah,
So
yeah. That's amazing.
uh, and then BrJoker had a qualifier average of 119.30, which is no slouch either for the record.
No,
And his PB is just a week old at 118.24. So everybody, just PBs going
yeah.
around all over the place with this tournament.
I'd love to see that. Everyone's all sharp from the practice and the play, and we're gonna see some great 100% in this tournament for sure. With you getting PBs in races? I mean, come on, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Hype.
absolutely. I think Eddie got a really solid, almost a minute and a half, something like that, just yesterday.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I don't know who else is PB'd in their races yet. So um,
Yeah.
but yeah, we've got so the winner of this match is going to go on to face the winner of Static Shock versus a Real Cutie. That should be a solid lineup, no matter
Yeah.
which one of those runs wins. And then the loser will go on to face the winner of Nick Player versus Timon in round two of the lower bracket. Get a chance to come
Yeah.
back. Timon, just one of the bigger upsets of the tournament so far. Timon was slated to win against I think it was Fat Scott, and I'm not sure what happened in that match. Did you catch it?
No, I didn't catch that one.
All right,
I'm
all
just
right.
coming
Well,
onto the tournament recently, actually,
got it.
and I'm still learning tons about 100% because I've mostly watched any percent stuff, and so watching what goes on in the 100% runs has been very fun, and especially getting to watch the people who are the best of the best do it as well. And it's cool to see people like I know Cutie is a legend in any percent. I didn't know Cutie was doing 100%, but that's probably just my ignorance more than anything.
Oh yeah, Cutie's one of those runners that's been around and has done almost everything. So
Right, yeah. But yeah, I got the pleasure of watching Static Shock play the other night. I calmed one of his races, and amazing player. So I would think that race would be quite a good one. And yeah, whoever wins today gets the honor of facing off against the winner of those two. So good luck.
yeah, absolutely.
All
So
right. So one thing I have learned though about 100% route is like, whereas in any percent you mostly talk about up or down red tower, here it's all about croc and power bombs, right?
right,
That's what I
so
understand.
right, so we'll see actually a nice route divergence in this match. They're going to split up when they get to Upper Norfair. Behemoth is going for late croc, and BrJoker is going for early croc. Um, as long as I've got my information right. So they will be split on route now for like almost all of the match up to that point, and then up until X-ray, the routes don't come back together. So, but you can start to
Yeah.
see um, where they'll be right around the time that Behemoth starts to clean up the croc area. So.
Yeah. I think Static Shock did an early croc last round, the match that I watched, and so I'll be interested to see how Behemoth doing a late croc. I was just I'll be curious to see how those two runs might compare because with any percent up or down red tower is fairly split, and I guess it just depends on your route. But is there a divide between early and late croc in terms of like, oh, this one's usually faster but it's harder, or is it? I mean, I really don't know.
So yeah, actually, late croc used to be thought to be just faster overall, but as it turns out, it's probably really close. There's some debate about the comparisons that do exist. It varies between it's probably really close to up to early croc could be faster by like 17 seconds. So it's probably something between those. But
Yeah.
the problem with early croc is it's heavily reliant on RNG, and late croc is just so much more consistent. So it's probably going to remain
Gotcha.
the world record route for quite a while.
Yeah. No, that's
But
cool.
Static Shock is in fact like the fastest early croc main that I know of. So
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
yeah, Van Barra 112 is extremely possible for early croc. You just need a runner that's willing to grind it down to that. So
I mean, yeah, and it makes sense, especially like in a tournament setting where you can't just reset 100 times. That the late croc would be a more consistent choice. But yeah, early croc is interesting too.
yeah, I'm personally a fan of if anybody gets a chance to stream matches this tournament, he is running what I think is the best route, the earliest croc. So he goes down to Upper Norfair and just does hell runs because who needs Varia? So
croc to the future. Yeah.
It's theoretically faster, but also extremely like if early croc is heavily reliant on RNG, then holy crap. There's
prehistoric croc.
yeah, prehistoric croc. Croc is love. Yeah, we got to get there as fast as possible to knock him off a bridge because we love him so much.
Croc percent. All is croc. Croc is everything.
So yeah, Behemoth, like I said before, world record has been world record holder in any percent in Hundo. He's the current world record holder in GTC. Really amazing stuff from him. He's got not a whole lot of variety in terms of runs that I know of. I think he has done a little bit of low percent in the past, but I don't think that stint lasted very long. BrJoker, on the other hand, has put down hound times in pretty much all of that, plus RBO. So 80% Hundo, low percent RBO, GTC. BrJoker's part of a really, actually, quite large subset of the SM community from Brazil. So we actually have this same match restreamed on Speedgaming Portuguese. If anybody in the chat is watching in their not preferred language, and their preferred language is Portuguese, go over there and check that out. Because DMC Sparta and One Hats will be over there doing commentary for that one, or for this one rather.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Brazil. It's cool to know there's such a big community in Brazil. I didn't realize it was so popular there as opposed to other countries.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is about Brazil in particular, but those guys are really into it. They've
Good taste. Good taste.
absolutely,
That's what it is.
absolutely.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. So everyone's going to Kraid now, I guess.
Yep. So make a little stop and grab Spazer and move on to Kraid because we don't have any earliest Crocs.
Yeah.
Um,
That would be fun.
but it's nerve wracking to say the least.
Yeah. How many tanks? Do it on how many tanks? How many tanks to get to Croc?
So you should have 2. Yeah. I don't think you get another one until after Croc. So you got 2 plus reserves. As soon as you grab a high jump B tank, you'll be trying to get as many health drops as you can because you just refilled your health, and now you need to get health in the reserve tank.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the reserves. Forgot about the reserves. Can't sleep on the reserves. Not in Hundo for sure.
Yeah, and it's still going to be pretty important. And here, when we get to a wreck ship, our runners really don't want to accidentally activate the reserves there because they're going to need them for pretty much just one thing, and then we don't care anymore. So
all right, we got one lizard down. We got another one here. We're gonna see some lizard legs. See lizard dance. DLC.
No DLC.
No DLC.
No DLC.
Stay down. Stay
get
down
out of
there,
here,
lizard.
Kraid.
Yeah.
Textbook Kraid quick kills on both sides, so that's always good to see.
Who asked you? We killed you last game. Or I guess 2 games ago. Spoiler alert. For something from 1986 or
Something about high taxes that makes retro gaming more appealing in Brazil. That is fascinating. I need to know more about this now.
That's funny.
It sounds like a documentary all on its own.
Yeah. Actually, I used to live in Brazil. I can speak Portuguese. I'm not going to do it right now because it's been a while. But yeah, it's that sounds like something a lot of the people I knew when I lived in Brazil would also say. That's what makes me laugh. The Brazilians have a good sense of humor about the things that make them cry about their own country.
Yeah. So we are moving on to Upper Norfair. Our runners are going to get the basic movement items that really make this run and any other run, or most other runs anyways, just kind of chooch along. The high jump boots, speed booster, and wave beam. So
yeah, we're starting to get to sort of like the meat of the run here, where like things can start to really pull away and show some big differences, because like this early game is all pretty clockwork at this point,
Yeah, it's all the things that everyone has done the most of.
Yeah, in every route, in every style of play, you're doing these first 10 minutes pretty much.
Yeah. So, Hundo, quite a slog on from here though, because it's so long. It's death by 1,000 cuts. So,
yeah,
like we said before, anything can happen, as evidenced by the couple upsets we've had already. Anything can happen in this match. So, no bad wishes on anybody, but
yeah, it's
be watching with bated breath.
The extra health too makes it a lot a lot less susceptible to like the big it seems like to me anyway, like a lot less susceptible to like the big screw ups that would just like tank your run, especially after you get to a point. And like you said, death by 1,000 cuts. It's just execution, clean movement, because you've got 10 million door transitions to get through, and you know, so
Right.
yeah,
It's kind of as I was harping during the Eddie versus Eddie versus Bressingham match yesterday about how Eddie just learned this category for this tournament. His oldest time is 2 weeks old, and it's just the fact that he can come in and make middle seed.
right, yeah,
Just learn the category and make middle seed in a tournament this prestigious. We've got so many amazing runners in this tournament. So many great matchups here to coming up, and we've already had a few. So the fact that he can do that is really a testament to just the fundamentals being what's important. You don't need tricks. You don't need. I mean, the tricks are cool. They're fun to pull off, but if you can't do it and do it every time, then it's probably just not worth doing. And that's actually seems to be Behemoth's philosophy with a lot of, I guess not with GT Classic, because he does the wildest lava dive you've ever seen, but one tank high jumpless lava dive. So
wow, jeez, that is confidence too.
Yeah.
It's like the mental game will get you as much as the game with that kind of thing.
So,
all right, well, Behemoth's already saying see you later to Bubble Mountain there. Gonna head on back.
So,
get some power bombs, I guess.
Yeah, the crux of our route difference is coming up right here. Behemoth is going to grab this ice beam. BrJoker, after he defeats Croc, is going to get grapple instead and just save ice beam for after Meridia. So that's going to come up later. What that enables in Meridia, basically just how you get to the worst item in the game, Spring Ball.
Yeah. Called the rest your fingers for a minute room. Shake your hands out for a second.
Yeah, there's a few of those. There's a nice little reprieve. You've got a reprieve at bowling, a little reprieve. I guess not so much at Croc anymore because our runners are usually trying to get spike suits. So,
right,
or at least in late Croc you are. Early Croc is not as important, but.
Well, I gotta say,
first Croc fight.
And I was gonna say, Joker is doing amazingly well to keep up with Behemoth so far. Because right now it's just a flat out race, right? Like just run through the early part. But like he's only an ice beam pickup away from where Behemoth is.
Yeah, more or less.
That's not very far behind, and still a lot of game to go. So this has been great work by both runners so far.
Yeah. BrJoker having, I think that was pretty good Croc RNG. I only saw one step, mostly, or one swipe rather, mostly steps. Yeah. So not bad on his side.
Yeah. Right, Croc.
Oh, went for a spike suit and got the yike suit. So there's a bad frame on the second input of the spike suit that we call the yike suit, because if you don't see blue there when it activates, then you probably messed it up and you won't end up actually having a spike suit. So
and you lose like whatever. Oh no, I'm thinking of the blue suit from Dragon. Never mind.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you're
trying to convert
frame,
a blue
you
suit.
lose your blue. Yeah,
it's gone. So
yeah,
not quite as punishing with this particular one, but very good blue keep.
That was awesome. I was just sort of like gobsmacked watching. I was like, whoa, cool.
Yeah, lots of really cool tech that I'm expecting from both runners. Hoping to see I'm not super familiar with BrJoker, but I'm hoping to see a lot of the cool farming beam tech that exists in Wreck Ship. So that
Mm,
farming beam that he just grabbed, grappling beam.
yeah,
I don't know why they call it that. It's not really intended for that, but I guess you can use it that way.
the honest work beam. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it gets used for that as much as anything. I mean, it's
So it looks
also
like
kill
Behemoth's
everything, kill everything that's not
almost,
a key hunter or a disky.
almost, yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really make sense what it doesn't kill. So, but yeah, very nice textbook ocean fly from Behemoth. That was a
Yeah.
good looking setup. Made it straight through. So it's lots of different ways that I've seen that done. And it seems like everybody in the tournament is just going for the charge shot method. So
Hmm.
I don't think seen anybody pull out a super missile or a missile to get across
Yeah.
there. Um, Pretty tight trick no matter how you do it, but definitely variable on what the timing is depending on what kind of ammo you shoot at it. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna have to learn the timing, I mean, you might as well learn charge because you always have a charge shot. You know, you might not, your resources might not be so great. You want to
fair,
spend a super or whatever, you know.
fair. So we've got our first Fantoon fight coming up on Behemoth's side. Got a couple guesses in the chat. Let's see. What are you thinking, incomplete perfectionist? What can I call you for short, by the way?
Dude, yeah, call me IP. That's fine.
IP.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
IP. Yeah, that's what everyone knows. It's all good. Um, I was gonna say fast, slow, but I don't. I
Well,
didn't notice what it was. Was it a fast?
it was a fast, and it looks like a slow because left.
But technically, I made that prediction after the fact, even though that was what I was gonna say. No one knows that.
I'll give it to you. You got it. Fast slow.
Good old Fantoon. Get out of here. Stop haunting my ship. I
So we
did
got
say
the power
ship.
back on. We've got the power back on, and that this part of the run is what I was talking about before, where our runners don't want to activate their reserves. It looks like Behemoth's health is really good, so
Yeah.
he's shouldn't, fingers crossed, have to worry. I hope I didn't just jinx him. Shouldn't have to worry too much about Spiky Room of Death coming
Yeah.
up. Um, BrJoker, as you might notice, has an extra E tank, so he should be doing even better.
Oh
I would
yeah.
hope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and even having done Croc, just right on Behemoth's tail there, heading up to the ship now.
absolutely,
Man, I saw the same thing with the Static Shock race. Like when you do early Croc, I guess it is the RNG thing, right? Because like I was shocked at how fast that it seems like the other racer could catch up. Like it seems like, oh, they've already done all of Croc, and you know, just a Fantoon fight and an E tank away for a part or whatever. You know, like it's not so
yeah,
much. It seems bigger. It seems bigger when you think, oh, I'm gonna have to do all of Croc. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
yeah. It's not a huge routing difference. I think most of the RNG. Ooh, that was a tight bomb
Oh,
jump. Very low. I don't
yeah.
think I've seen many people going for it that low.
Just like
um,
on Samus's toenails there on the ledge. It was good.
very nice. Um, I forget what I was saying. Oh yes, so I think most of the RNG actually does lie in the Croc fight itself, because in late Croc, you'll see when Behemoth gets there,
Yeah.
it's just a plasma shot to the face, and Crocomire is done. There's no RNG. It's completely normalized, so
Right. Yeah.
you just don't have to worry about it. That fight is very much faster. And then there's a handful of other things that are different.
Yeah.
If you can pull off a lot of the really sick grapple strats in Attic and other places, then you can make up some time But then, that's pretty much it. There's X-ray spark, but that can be just as much of a curse as it is a blessing, because you have to play very conservatively for quite a long time to keep from accidentally discharging that spike suit. So
yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to me how, unlike a lot of other versions, like RBO or 80% or whatever, like with 100%, you're playing with all the resources in the game at some point. And so,
yeah,
like the thought of like, oh, do I do Croc now or later? Like some of that also factors in terms of like, I've got space jump and screw attack and everything to make me just fly through rooms twice as fast, and so it's an interesting part of the strategy that I hadn't given much consideration to, how having full resources at some point could affect routing in really crucial ways.
yeah. It's BrJoker getting trolled with a slow.
Oof.
Going for
All
X
right.
Factor strats.
Nice. I'm
I
gonna
like to see
say
that.
mid for the next round.
Nope.
No. Oh well.
I didn't quite hear whether or not Behemoth got those robots on Robot Flesh. We'll see coming up. But very nice hybrid X Factor Doppler strat from BrJoker. That is the fastest way to do it with X Factors. So
Nice. Get on out of here, you stupid ghost.
very nice.
Yeah. Behemoth about to get bowled down the alley here.
Yep. Let's see. That's 1, 2, and very good. Nice robot flush there. So when BrJoker gets there, because he's disabled Spazer, in order to do those X Factors, it's kind of the trade-off is he won't be able to do that. He's going to have to missile the crap out of just spam right at those robots. So
that's cool. Yeah. Every decision affects every other decision. It's the butterfly effect of Super Metroid.
absolutely, yeah. And looks like we've definitely got some utilization of grapple so far. One little one. So that's promising. Let's see some sick grapple strats, Joker.
Come on, let's do it.
So Joker's health actually a little lower than what I was expecting to be here. Coming into Spiky Room of Death, looks like he's got the pretty good entry. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
So he's making it through there with no real issues. Those Kazans, it's very easy to KO through them when you don't want to, but when you do, it doesn't work. Not at all. So
the Keiko gods are very fickle sometimes.
Yeah. So and those Kazans do a lot of damage to you when you accidentally KO them. So
well, don't I know it? I have more experience with being damaged by them than not being damaged by them.
So yeah. Joker getting across the little moat lake, whatever that is there in the E-Tank room. Much easier, no stress, grapple beam. So
intended strats. Gotta respect the dev team.
Yep.
Use the grapple for what it's for.
So let's see if we can get. Oh.
Whoa.
Not quite. Hey, right on the short charge there for Behemoth. He's not going to be able to get the Teletubby Huggy Samus Expert Master, whichever G-rated version you prefer. I think we have to stick to that. So
yeah.
Oh, not playing it safe. I think most of the
man.
runners I've seen have not just gone for it like that, but Behemoth just saying,
yeah.
I don't care. we're just jumping right in there. So
I mean, it looked like so precise though. Like I was looking Samus dead in the eyes. It was so like centered. You know? Like not even
definitely
a
you can
pixel
tell
off.
he's done that a few times. So
Yeah. Like, Samus, what are you looking at? Get back to work. You got like 100 more things to pick up. You got 100 more things to pick up, a whole planet to explode, and you know, genocide is not easy.
we are just looting this planet, taking everything.
Yeah.
Just take the money and run.
Take it all. Yeah. Kill everything you see, take everything of value, and just blow up the planet on your way out the door. Why is she a hero again?
I don't know. This is a strange role model.
It's her home planet too, like the planet she
No.
grew up on. Well, it's not where she's
so.
from, but it's where she grew up. Yeah, it's Zebus. She grew up on Zebus after Ridley killed her parents.
She definitely grew up with Chozo. I'm not sure about on Zebus.
Because
they have tons of planets.
Man.
Could be. I'm not the expert. I'm the lore.
She's just like, oh, I remember this place when I was a kid. See ya. All right, we got some good old-fashioned cleanup going on here in Green Bryn. We said hi to the Edacoons. Bad teachers that they are.
No, they're great. They're great. Why do you like the Edacoons? I see on Joker's side,
me down.
having to spam into those robots. Like I said before, that trade-off of doing X Factors. So.
All right, Mission Impossible time.
Looked like a really good quick drop, so.
Yeah.
And we're in there.
Like it's nothing.
Very tight short charge there. Gonna use the echoes to kill these guys.
Yeah. It's something I heard a much better runner than me say. I can't remember who it was exactly who said this, but might have been Oates, but saying that the really, really good runners don't like think about it as always as one room at a time. It's like, the connections between rooms, because there's so many good strats that you have to set up in one room to pull off in the next room, and I think it's something especially newer players don't think about as much because it's easier to just atomize it into each room. But it's really cool to see some of those cool strats like that.
Yeah, it's easy when you're first learning, and honestly, still for me to this day, to just get into the practice realm and grind one room over and over and over for an hour, looking at you, Lava Dive.
I mean, that has value too, and it just depends on the room. But
right,
yeah.
But it is a lot of times those chains of rooms. There should be a lot of good room chains, especially once we get more and more of these movement items. I'm thinking like the Upper Norfair cleanup section on the way down to Lower Norfair. Is a great example. Looks like we got a Samus Expert Master attempt, and nope, not confident in the taps. Just gonna go straight for the power bomb. Get that early power bomb lay.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a pretty rough short charge there.
It is. It's very precise. You need the blue echoes to come in a very specific spot, as you saw on Behemoth's side. He got the short charge just fine, but you can you have to get it just in the right spot. You can't do it too early, or you'll fall, and you won't be able to grab the spark. You can't do it too late, or like you said on Behemoth side, you don't break the blocks at all, and then there is a way to back that up, but it's honestly not worth it. You can do a little mock ball in there, and
Yeah.
so Behemoth all cleaned up in Brinstar, and moving on to Meridia.
Ooh. Yeah,
So we'll have a nice one of those other real short charges right here.
Oh wow, that's cool. Getting the feeling that he may have played this game before.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
So Behemoth has been around. Behemoth has been around
first
for
blind playthrough on a tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, not like Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Behemoth has been around for a really, really long time. So long that I'm gonna out myself for even knowing this exists. But Behemoth used to play on Wii Virtual Console, and he would record his runs on a VCR tape, and then convert them onto DVDs in DVD VCR combos that used to exist.
Yeah.
And then rip them onto a computer before he uploaded them. So
wow.
That's ancient capture technology.
I hear there are actually cave paintings that depict Behemoth playing Super Metroid during the Mesozoic era. So yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about VHS, might as well be cave paintings at this point.
Yeah, I don't even know when the last time I saw a VCR was.
Yeah, actually, I had one of those DVD VCR combos you're talking about just a few years ago because I had a whole stack of VHS tapes from back in the day when I was little.
I had one for a long time, and the only thing I used it for was to be able to plug my my PlayStation 2 into the TV because it had AV inputs, and my TV only had coax. So
yeah,
that's how old I am.
Yeah, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
So we've got this Meridia section going on Behemoth's side, Brinstar cleanup going on Joker's side. Meridia, just really a maze, and not amazing, just a maze. There's a lot of tight tech to do in this section. It's regarded by a lot of people as one of the most technical and hardest parts of this run. So
yeah. Now that cool little mock ball through the gap there, I was like standing that he did a second ago. It was cool. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
We'll thread the needle. All right,
So,
let's see some
snake
Botwoon.
fight coming up.
We should guess the Botwoon patterns too, right? Because aren't there like 4 different patterns?
There are, but I don't know them. I think that one actually is that's the one you want. So
right, yeah, that's the good one.
Just textbook Botwoon. Botwoon wakes up, peeks his head out his window, and goes, "Whoa!" Four particles to the face.
Who?
Followed by Batu. 4 particles to the face and a bunch of supers, and I'm going back to sleep. Screw this.
Yeah, not worth it. Thanks for waking me up. Like, oh, all right, Dragon can handle this. Going back to bed in several tiny little pieces.
Yeah.
Botwoon.
Oh,
all right,
BrJoker laying that power bomb just a little too early.
Oh. let's see some Behemoth Dragon action here.
Yeah, the rain dance that Behemoth himself came up with. It's the first ever X Factor fling like that I think I've ever seen on Dragon, cool. And it was the only one for a long time. Now there's a bunch of different versions.
Yeah.
So it's a solid 2 in blue from Behemoth and a easy spike suit conversion.
Like it's nothing, just part of regular work day.
Yep.
Now able to jump in space. Helpful.
And BrJoker starting his Meridia journey as Behemoth doing it's an interesting place to do that. I think I don't think I've seen anybody menu there, but definitely viable. I imagine it could be dangerous too, because I know there's some issues sometimes with pausing as you. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a problem because you're not going through the door. I know in doing the gauntlet spark, you can accidentally force yourself out of bounds by pausing at just the wrong time. So.
Oh no.
You just keep sparking.
Yeah, no one needs that headache. Yeah, that'd be rough. I was just admiring Behemoth's space jumps. It's like so. It's like almost like a straight line instead of like the big dips going up the screen. It was like so subtle, like jumping as soon as possible.
Yeah. So when you're underwater, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Because
space jump is unintuitively linked to your fall speed. You need it to be at a certain amount, which you top out, and you have 0 fall speed when you're topping out your jump when you're not in water.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's something I've never explicitly thought about, but just sort of like intuitively, like I know I can't make it work if I do it too soon or too late, right? So like I always knew it was like tagged to that fall speed, like, oh, I fell too much, like this is not going to work, whatever. But yeah, it's cool to see good technique.
Yeah, so
Joker's at the beach.
Going to the beach, gonna just keep looting everything and move on.
Give me your missiles, beach.
Back up into fish tank. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that stream. Because if Susurim says it was a 6 strat, then it was a really 6 strat. What's the difference in time between ice clip and grapple for spring ball? So that's the crux of our route. As I was talking about earlier, our routing differences are early croc versus late croc. And in late croc you get that ice beam, early croc you get the grapple beam. So unfortunately, Behemoth opting not to kill Shack Tool, that's wrong, but he's entitled to that. Anyway, so yeah, it's roughly about the same, but early croc is generally a lot more reliant on RNG because you actually have to fight croc instead of just blasting him in the face and being done with it. So
I wonder if anyone's ever labbed it out, like just doing the ice clip versus climbing all the way up Pants Room. I would think if you get the ice clip first try, that would be faster, I would think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Probably not as much as you'd think because that door transition is stuck in the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely still faster.
And it takes a second to set it up too, but I mean,
yeah. If you BrJoker having a nice clean botch wound fight with that D-Factor at the beginning. Shoutouts to Decalled, another one of our amazing strat smiths, along with Sistream and a bunch of others. So Very nice. Plasma pirates from Behemoth.
Wow.
Just
Chat saying
it's amazing
12
how much.
pace. He's
Oh,
on
wow.
a 12 pace. If that's true,
crazy.
that's insane.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing to me how much like single rooms have sped up in the time that I've been watching this game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I felt like it was pretty optimized, several years ago, and it's like, yeah, way more now. All right, we got Joker at Dragon. Let's get rid of this big fish. Shrimp.
yeah, looks like Joker is also going for some version of an X Factor fling that looks like the rain dance. So yeah. Using Behe's own strats against him.
The gall. And using them well. That was a good opener.
Oh, didn't get the blue suit.
Didn't get the suit, yeah.
But that's okay.
Well, why not?
Get a couple of attempts.
Was it just like too high, too low, or did it hit a goop, or? So,
in all likelihood, there's some kind of jank in with how much horizontal speed I think you have when you activate the spark.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That makes sense.
That one's above my pay grade, so I'm not gonna. If anybody knows a better explanation of that, please.
Yeah, my questions are often addressed to chat as much as you. Feel free to be like, I don't know, man. Whatever. We'll just say completely wrong things. It's like, oh no, it has to do with the color of your suit. If you've got gravity, yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I know Insane Firebats told me before that that ideally you want to do a turnaround before you activate the spark in midair, and that I think helps somehow.
Yeah. And I could see how if you're closer, you're more likely to get that satisfying little bonk off to the blue suit. I feel like most of the times I've seen that done, they were maybe closer to Dragon than where he was just now, and that could be what you were saying about speed, because at the start of a spark, you're going to be going slower.
Yeah, I don't really know, because I mean it does stop you. No speedball out of Wasteland. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But just stopping by here anyways, because we remembered there's some stuff we didn't steal. So gotta go back for that.
Behind.
Just one. So
don't even needed
the power bombs to get in there.
Got plenty of missiles already, but we're gonna take it just in case.
So there's your pants room with grapple from BrJoker.
Yeah. That's pretty fast too. When you got the tech to do it.
Behemoth really just tearing this run apart. I don't think I've seen any significant time loss at all on his side, so...
No. I mean, if he's running a 12 pace, that would track, right?
Yeah, no, this is... So here's what I was thinking of earlier, just chaining those three rooms together.
Right, yeah.
It's one of my favorites, so...
Yeah, and he tried to get the mock ball out of it, too. It looks like he bonked on the door a little. And
you have to open the gate, so he actually didn't want to.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
That was, intended bonk.
Yeah. So BrJoker. Let's see. Will you make me proud and kill the abomination that is Shaq Tool? Please do it for me. No, you didn't even try.
Yeah, well, fair enough. You know, you're racing
Uh,
Behemoth. I probably got more important things on your mind.
uh, Nobody's done it yet. I'm so disappointed. Not in any of the races I've commentated, anyways. So
You can watch some VODs to get your Shack Tool bloodlust. If I see any, I'll let you know.
yeah, I'll just go play arcade, and I don't even bother with him. Just kill him and go back out of that room.
Just you have like a whole save file on your practice hack just devoted to Shack torture.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Uh-oh. We got
Of course, he did something wrong. He opened the way to spring ball.
We got some Shack defenders. It's drama time.
Yep. So this GT Classic fight, it's a little bit different. GT Golden Chorizo fight from Behemoth is a little different than what you see with most people. That's because when you crouch under him, you can double hit him with that charged Ice Wave plasma shot. But Behemoth can't aim up while crouched because he's missing one of his angle buttons. He has L mapped to item select, and you map anything that's not an angle button to either of the shoulder buttons.
Yeah, you just
in
lose
the game. It's gone, so you can't.
Yeah.
You just lose it. So Behemoth in that case jumps up a lot, and he'll shoot up during the jumps, but if he's down on the floor, he can still achieve that double shot by jumping up and shooting down through him. So
it's like those tiny little like Ridley charge hops.
Yeah.
Give me that missile, Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Right, let's go.
Joker having a little bit of trouble getting through that sand pit. Oh, doesn't make the mock ball. So no blue bomber. Is there another name for that? Because I know it's the same thing as blue bomber, just in a different place. I'm not. If anybody knows a separate name for that trick, let me know. But
it's
nice, very nice backup short charge.
Opportunity is ripe if you want to coin it. You gotta go for it.
I'm not the strat naming kind of guy. It is blue bomber. There are a couple blue bombers. Okay, we'll just stick with blue bomber.
There we go.
So
nice spring ball strat there.
Yep. That is a very nice plier ball. There's a lot of moving parts to that trick.
Yeah.
So
it was like three rooms connected.
Super impressive. Yeah, and again, those chaining those rooms together, so.
Oh man, he's got plenty of supers too.
Yeah, so super missiles deal 600 damage, and charged Ice Wave Plasma doing 900 damage. So because of the delay, it's actually a little bit higher DPS to spam those supers, and you have them in this category because you stole every freaking thing you could on the way here. So
he didn't even use them all up. Like that was some good math too. Like shout outs to math, because I mean, like doing a couple charge shots and then like, okay, I've got 21 supers or whatever, you know.
Yep, it's 27. 2 charge shots and 27 supers, I think, is the standard what most people go for. He
must have done more, because I think he came in with 23, is what I remember seeing at the start of the fight, and he ended with 1, so he used 22, so maybe whatever was left over after that.
Yeah.
8 supers worth of charges. But honestly,
So-
I don't even remember seeing more than 1 or 2 charge shots. Anyway, that's math for you.
Indeed. So BrJoker going
It's
going
yours.
to clean up his Upper Norfair. So he doesn't have ice yet, so that's going to be the main difference here. One of our other routing differences.
Mm-hmm.
Grab that on the way, and then more or less the same thing is what he's going through. Run on down to Lower Norfair. You get to see some of these chained together rooms again. So it's one of my favorite things to see when executed well.
Oh, okay, yeah. So chat, keeping me honest here, he said 28 going, and I must have. It's hard to see on the screen sometimes if it's a 3 or an 8. Appreciate it. Yeah, 28 going in makes more sense from what I saw. What little I saw of the fight, it was over so fast.
Yeah. Behemoth with a not quite the full Hodarubi special. Breaking the first set of blocks, but not quite making it in there.
And so Behemoth's got Croc and Cleanup, and that's about it, yeah? Like just couple more tanks, couple more missiles.
Yeah, so there's a bit more cleanup in late Croc at this point. His ammo still kind of matters, whereas at this point, BrJoker's ammo is not as important. Or rather, when he gets to the point that Behemoth is at, I should say, it won't be as important. But yeah, so Behemoth still has quite a bit of cleanup. We're going to clean up Upper Norfair. We're going to go kill Croc. Get to see some interesting jank in the Croc fight, hopefully. So.
I'll be curious to see when Behemoth enters Torian. Get a good idea of the final pace there. So much fanfare. Nothing.
Yeah.
But
fanfare. Yeah. So there are exactly 100 items in this 100%, and each one of those fanfares takes 6.6 seconds. I'm sorry, 6.66 seconds. So you're in for a treat. We have from each one of these runners, you will see 666 seconds of diabolical fanfare.
Is it really 666?
It is. Yeah. There's a few more sixes because it's repeating, but still.
Fanfare is evil. It
really
is
is
evil.
So yeah, you can see on BrJoker's side what I was saying about Behemoth. Getting those double shots, BrJoker can just crouch and use both angle buttons to aim up. And
yeah, that's usually how I try to rock it if I've got the plasma or a good enough beam.
So one plasma shot to the face.
Whoa.
We're gonna jump over behind him, over the top, and we're just gonna really confuse the game here for a second because, bam, where are we? We're what's going on?
Oh my god! Yeah.
So Behemoth went a little further than what you usually do there, but
the game's trying to follow 2 characters at once.
You've tricked the game, and normally he wouldn't want to have gone all the way back like that, because now the screen is locked and he can't move forward until Croc is done dying. But he didn't need the extra tries anyways. Just spike suit on the first try.
Yeah.
Who needs it?
Just do everything perfectly. That'll be fun.
Yeah. But yeah. So fun little trick. You actually are interestingly behind this spike wall for a second there. There's lots of little jank there.
Yeah, I know. I looked over and I just happened to glance at the moment when the charge shot went through Croc and he was going over the top. So I saw it, or chocolate, or not when the hit. Sorry, not when the shot hit, but right as he was going over the top. So I just saw Croc running to the left and Behe going to the right, and it just looked like Croc was just flying down the screen for a split second. It
Yeah.
was like a weird little optical illusion there. I just picture Croc with his running shoes.
Yeah.
Take a little jog. Nice little. I've got 300 energy tanks, so I'll just run in the acid.
Who needs energy?
Yeah. Don't need that much of it, that's for sure, though. Alright. Word has spoken. 13 pace is where we're at now. Still pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is still an amazing pace for any setting, much less a race setting. So, getting
Yeah.
ready to have another Ridley fight coming up for BrJoker. He has far less supers, but his ammo, like I said, won't matter quite as much after this fight. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get some super spam. Maybe we won't. Missing a couple shots early. And there's our supers.
Yeah.
So you need if you're gonna fire a super, you need to fire 3 to eliminate 2 charge shots. So
Boom.
yep, Joker just spamming away. I think that was 22. So I think
Yeah.
one extra.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he missed one or not, but either way, solid Ridley fight from BrJoker. Very nice.
Alright. Alright, Joker. All the bosses are dead. Let's go steal more stuff.
That's all that's left to do. Just keep stealing and then go kill Mother Brain to turn on the destruct sequence.
Accidentally, quote unquote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, steal till there's nothing more to steal. That's the name of this game. Get it all. I always love that little clip there and the power bomb block in Lower Norfair. It's always fun to watch.
Yeah, the clip up through and the Tuskegee deboost.
Yeah.
Those Tuskegees are a little bit diabolical with what RNG they want to give you sometimes. So
Oh yeah.
thankfully we got a quick one there on BrJoker.
Yeah.
I was hoping for one of our runners to grab the Kekumen Shoyu special coming out of that little tunnel, and you could do a nice little sub-pixel perfect. I think it's frame perfect and sub-pixel perfect spring ball jump out of there for very very little time save, but it's it doesn't hurt you to try.
Right. Yeah. You get it. You get it. Free money.
So let's see. Oh, no Hotarubi special. Went for the short charge and I guess just grabbed the crap out of that jump button. So no mock ball there. Meanwhile, Behemoth cleaning up Bluebryn.
Yeah.
One of the more technical parts of the run as well, just because you've got all these movement items, high jump and speed booster, that you don't have in the beginning of the game, and this part of the game is designed so that you can traverse it easily without that stuff. So everything is a little bit claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Behemoth just playing solid all the way through it though.
Yeah. I'm just sort of watching with my jaw on the floor some of these moves. It's cool.
Yeah, if you're not super familiar with Hundo, This is a treat. We've got lots and lots of great runners and awesome matches upcoming. So check out the schedule. I think in 7 hours, that might be wrong. Yeah, 7 hours or so. There'll be a Lynx versus Scotty match. So that's the next one up. So definitely tune in for that one as well. We've got more upcoming too. The runners in this tournament are just of an insane caliber, and lest you think that any of our lower seeded runners aren't as good, they are definitely high tier in their own regard. Our high seeds or low seeds rather are just a thing of magnificence.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when you have a tournament where like people who have or have had the world record are taking part, you're gonna have that happen. Like,
and there's so many of them here.
Yeah.
You've got Behemoth, you've got Zinni, you've got Zost. I'd like, what are we missing? Hodarubi, Oats and Goats, I think has held a hundo before. I think. I'm not sure on that actually.
I think he said he's gonna start doing hundo now that he's finished with any. That's what I remember him saying. I don't know if he did it in the past though or not.
Yeah, he's definitely run hundo before. And is an amazing hundo in his own right, or hundo runner in his own right. There was a while back, back when Zinni first got his first hundo world record. There was a good period of time when you had Zost, Zinni, Oats, and Behemoth all focusing on hundo at the same time. So just like every day, there was some amazing gameplay to watch.
Yeah.
So.
All right, now that is the end of it for Behemoth going into end game here.
Yep, we have all the items. Fingers crossed, but Behemoth's done this so many times before. I seriously doubt we're going to see a 99% from him. So
that was like a 106.30-ish entering Torian. Like, what's Behemoth's Torian with all this loadout? 7 minutes, maybe? I don't know.
I am not the expert on Torian times, but I expect some really amazing Torian strats here. There's some of my favorites. It's the same Torian you get to do in GT Classic, so.
Hero saying more like 620-ish. So we're still.
That probably checks out.
It could be a really low 13, or even with good RNG and flawless play, could even be a high 12 maybe.
Yeah, we'd have to have a God Torian, which I'm hoping for. I'm always hoping for.
Solid 113. The wise elders from chat are all telling me solid 13. So.
Oh yeah, we definitely we're in the 13 range. So. Yeah, because we definitely don't have the Torian for it at this point. So.
Yeah.
My favorite room though, Metroid Room 3. On. No strats. And where are all the supers? We need some super missiles.
Yeah.
On Behemoth's side.
Yeah, right? Seriously.
I mean, for that matter, we need some supers on Joker's side as well.
Yeah. Where'd they all go? I guess into Ridley, but still.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite screaming space pelican.
Who's the least favorite?
I don't know. Someone named George or something.
Or just an actual pelican that interrupts you when you're trying to like eat by the river or something, you know?
Yeah, that sounds like an asshole. So Behemoth opting not to go for the spring ball baby skip. That is, bully skip. He's going for the bully skip, and he got bullied. Thanks, Stashio. Stashio came up with that skip as a. He was just messing around and memeing, trying to see if he can get the baby to go around the opposite way, and managed to make it to the door. And it turns out it's faster than not the spring ball skip, but all of the other ones. So
I didn't know it was called the bully skip. I've always called it the Stashio skip.
no, it's both, but Stashio and bully are equivalent. So you can just kind of switch those out. That's
Gotcha.
Our resident bully.
I started trying to learn, Baby Skip Classic, and I'm wondering if I should just focus on the Stashio skip.
So I'm gonna be honest. I've done every version that you can do, other than the space jump skip for old route, which is don't do that. That's just a little ridiculous for no good reason. The out of all of them, the Stashio skip is in fact the easiest one that for me to have come up with, because I think I had my first success in like the first 5 minutes of me trying to get it, whereas it took me hours upon hours to get a spring ball skip, to get a normal skip. So classic
Baby skip classic, classic Coke, to get the classic, and just watching people do it, the Stashio skip looks like it has just fewer moving parts. It's like a tighter little movement rather than those big loopy jumps.
I don't know if it
normally do.
I don't know if I'd say it has fewer moving parts, but
for me, looks like it does. I don't know if it actually does, but it looks like it does.
Well, for my own experience, it's easier for me to understand what's moving and what else I need to move to bring it back into alignment, or what I did wrong.
Yeah.
And so like that's one of the biggest things with any trick is if you can figure out what it is you needed to do better, you're halfway there.
Yeah, definitely.
So
boom. Babied. You got babied, mother brain.
So BrJoker coming in for a G4, about 11.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting
it's like a 118 something.
Yeah,
maybe.
that's actually playing pretty close to his PB as well. So no slouching over there on BrJoker's side.
No. Excellent race. Amazing job done by everyone. It's been a pleasure to watch both sides of the screen. Yeah,
it's really just every one of these races that I've seen so far has just been phenomenal. Even if not close. So huge thanks to all our runners.
I think I learned something from every single person who's ever done one of these races that I've watched. I see like something that they do that I'm like, oh, whoa, that's cool. I want to do that too sometime.
Yeah, even if it's just a one-room trick in a category I don't even do, sometimes I'll load up the practice ROM and just pick it up a little bit. So Behemoth starting up the countdown timer. We've got everything we need. We're getting out. Blow this joint. Meanwhile, BrJoker having a really nice Metroid Room 1. Going for grouping strats on Room 2.
Nice.
Let's see. Do we get a sick Room 3? This is my favorite. One of my favorite rooms. Just